Hello, hello, hello. This is Julie with JulesOfTyler. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you like what I have today. It is a haul for online purchases and for some antique malls out of town. I told you I've been taking some time off, and so, I did a little antiquing for a couple of days, and so I wanted to show you what I got. Anyway, I don't know. I love my stuff, and I love looking for different things. So anyway, I'm going to show you these things, the things I like to put in my journals. Maybe this will help you when you go antiquing, things for you to look for that you will like. There's some things, of course, you cannot find in the antique stores, so I have to order them online, and so this is what this is right here. Of course, I order a lot more. But again, I love doing stuff like that. And, my stress release and my peacefulness comes from antiquing. I go and I just enjoy myself. I look at everything. I could spend hours in one antique mall and might not buy anything. It just depends. I want something to be different, something that I love. But anyway, I can't remember if I told you guys that this, but I think I did. But that some lady at an antique store said one time that, she told her husband when she was going antique, and she said, "This is a lot cheaper than going to therapy, honey." So anyway, it definitely is. So anyway, I enjoy it, and I know a lot of people are like me. They really enjoy just looking around. You don't have to buy. It's just fun seeing what's in there. In people's booths. So anyway, I'm going to show you this. This is something that I've mentioned this girl before. This is Gwen Offit, and her her store in Etsy is called Gwen Offit Designs, and I will link that name down below. But it's GWENOFFUTT and Designs. So I love, like children, as y'all probably all know, and I love the little pattern envelopes. I love those, and I do buy those, but I want to use those for journals. So I don't want to cut them up, but she has them, and she will cut them up and fussy cut them, and that saves me a lot of money because I don't have to cut up my envelopes. And so anyway, sometimes she backs them and they're real thick, and sometimes if they're in good shape, she doesn't have to back them or anything. But let me show you everything that I've recently got from her. And it was funny, I got a notification today that, my order had been shipped, and it's like, what? I ordered something else? Because I order from her at least once a week, because she has the best prices. And when you order, or when you go to her shop, it is like a little mini antique store or mall, because she has a little bit of everything, and it's all perfect for junk journals. And I have found so many things there. And like I said, she's probably living in a mansion right now because of what I've spent on her stuff. So I'm sorry about the glare. I know you had the glare there for a little bit, but let me take that out. But these are just from patterns. And they are so cute. And these are great on pockets, great on pages, great on journaling cards. Can you see it? You can see it now, can't you? That little boy. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I guess I will tell you. Okay, my daughter had not wanted me to say anything for a while, but last month she found out she was pregnant. So me and my husband, this is our first grandbaby. And she found out, of course, at 6 weeks, so we have a long way to go. She is due on September 28th. And about a week ago, she found out the sex, and it's going to be a boy, and his name is Jericho Shane. And I just can't wait, just can't wait, just can't wait, just can't wait. Did I say I just can't wait? Because I think I can't quit saying that. But anyway, it's so neat. She, like I said, she has a long way to go since she found out so early. But at 6 weeks, she found out she was pregnant. And then at 7, she got to hear the heartbeat, which was so cool. And then I think at 9 weeks, she found out the sex, which is so early. It's so unbelievable they do this stuff with blood tests now. And so I guess she's about 10 weeks along, if I'm doing my math right. She could be 11, but I can't remember the exact time when she first told us. But anyway, it was a nice surprise. We didn't know they were trying yet, but they were just kind of putting it in God's hand. And if she got pregnant, it was good. And if not, it was good. So anyway, just surprise. So anyway, I'm excited. So here's some little cutesy things. Yeah, I want to make her some kind of journal and make it like a baby book so she can, write all the little, when the baby first smiles and rolls over and first steps. I'm going to do something like that. And her room is going to be Winnie the Pooh. And I don't have many Winnie the Pooh things, even though that's what she grew up with, was Winnie the Pooh. She loved Pooh. But so I'll probably just make a generic one because I have a lot of generic baby things that'll be really cute, I think. So I think I'm going to do that. But that'll be fun. I got, like I said, a long way to go to figure it out. Aren't these really cute? And look, I don't have to cut anything up. Not a thing. Sweet. Okay, and I think this right here was 2 batches, and I just put them all together. And I have one more batch coming, the one I didn't even know I ordered, and it's like, when I looked at the pictures, it's like I vaguely remember it just because it's been so hectic lately. And, well, it hadn't been lately. I've just been kind of relaxing and doing things around the house. Anyway, this is also for Gwen. I needed some more numbers. So, she still has some of these. And you just need to check her store. She usually puts it in Central Time. It's usually, I think, around between 10 and 12. But sometimes, she's busy, so it might be the afternoon. So I check all day long, every day to see. So just give her shop a chance and look at it and just check every day to see what she's put in. And I love these numbers. Of course, I think we all love numbers, don't we? Isn't that neat? Oh, yeah. These are going to be good. Great for tags and journaling cards. And if I feel I've got enough, I can share. Sometimes when you only have 1 or 2 of something, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get rid of it, Because I buy everything I like, And I know that there's so many people, from looking online, they like the same thing as I do. So sometimes it's hard to part with, and especially if it's a cat. I really have a hard time with that. Okay, the other day I used my last report card. So Gwen had these, which was so cool. Fantastic price. A lot better price than I got the other ones. Oh my gosh. And let me get my glasses on because I want to tell you these years. Okay. This one, these 2, I think, are 1902. But there it is right there. And it's got little several pages here. Yeah, this is 1902. Okay. And these are really fun to put in a teacher's journal. I've put them in several. this one. 1896, guys. That beautiful handwriting and those pens, the little ink pens. What were those called, guys? You know, little things that dip in. I can't remember what they're called, but you can tell that's what kind of pen that is. Okay, this one, 1897. And 1893. Different and a great find. Great price. Great price. Okay, and this is where she fussy cut. Ooh, I probably don't need to see everybody's address there. She fussy cut greeting cards. And again, you know how much vintage greeting cards are. And so here she is. I've got plenty of greeting cards. So I would love to use them on pages and for pockets and, you know, journaling cards, things like that. But I don't want to cut them up. So this solves my problem. She cuts them up. And then that way I can use these. And I just couldn't, purchase these at this price. You just can't. And then that way you get to use them. And I think this was 30 of them. And I think they were $12.50. I think it like I said, I can't buy greeting cards like this for that price. Oop, missed one. Looks like a bear. There we go. It is a bear. I like this one. That's me when I was a kid. My brother was always picking on me. I'm screaming. Yeah. Mom! Make him stop! Oh my gosh. I love it. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. With her mouth wide open. All right. There's that one. And this one is, this one's a little bit different. This is something, she has an Instagram account. And this is Crafty Lisa. And I will link her Instagram account. And what she does is, I think like once a month, and she will put this ephemera on sale. So she'll give you a time, and she gives you instructions and everything on her Instagram account. But you know, if she says 11 o'clock, you go in at 11, and then what she does is she loads up a picture with a description, and then she'll say, I have 5 of these, or I have 8 of these. So you push the comment, and you say 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. And then once it gets to 8, they're all gone, so you don't, ask for that or anything. So, but this is her, and this was for the spring and Easter that I got from her. And I don't know what she'll be doing next. I guess it'll be this month sometime. This is my second time to order. And you don't have to be there at that time, because the first time I ever heard about her was someone, another junk journaler, and they had the cool stuff. So I went in her site, and she still had plenty available. So that's just when she puts them in, and she puts them in one at a time. And she might have like 40 different things that she puts in, and you just comment on that. And if you forget, just go back later and look to see what's available. So I didn't open this, but there's 2 different sides. Let's see. She packs them up so nice and neat. But these have great, great colors for spring. And then she gives you little freebies right here. She always gives freebies. Unbelievable. Okay, these are the playing cards that I ordered. And I got lots of birds. There we go. And she still might have some available. And she usually sells them in sets of 2. But I do want to work on some spring things. Pretty. Okay. And then these are just some, I guess they look to be all yellow price tags. There we go. I didn't have any yellow. And she, you know, because of spring, she had the spring colors. And Valentines, I bought a lot of reds and pinks from her on there. So she had really pretty stamps with all the flowers. Mine weren't near this pretty. Ooh, get off of there. Okay. Tape is our enemy, aren't they? Isn't it? Oh my gosh, I always cut the little bags that have the tape on the top. Because boy, if they get a hold of your vintage ephemera, it'll take it right apart. So aren't they pretty? Flowers, just all kinds of pretty colors. So anyway, I didn't need any more stamps, but I needed some really pretty ones. Most of mine are just a plain Jane stamps, you know, on there. Okay, this is a ticket here, railroad ticket. And this is kind of a light green, and that's why she put this up for sale. See, like I said, I don't remember. This has been several weeks ago that I ordered these. So it looks like there's 2 apiece. So sometimes she'll say, you know, if you just want one color, you put, I only want green, or you want, you know, the whole, a variety. You can do things like that on some of them, not all of them. And here's some bingo cards of some good colors I did not have. Greens and yellows and more greens. So yeah, can you see this all in a spring journal? It's going to be pretty. Okay, and here's that little drink, squirt drink. Perfect colors with that green, and they're all the same on here. Okay, get rid of that tape. There we go. And here's tickets. Let's see here. Looks like they're the same. This is from a school. These are lunch tickets. That's fun. So I love stuff like that, don't you? And these are great for teachers' journals, or for when you have a back-to-school journal that you're making in the early fall or late summer. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And look at this circus one. This is what I really love. I guess I could just put it on there. Definitely vintage. This will be fun. And then I got some more little milk pogs. There were different colors that I had, so I've got plenty of other colors, but I really like this color. And I love these. You know, we've seen these on our things that we've bought all these years. I would have never thought about, you know, keeping anything like that. I've seen them. Let's see. Great colors. Perfect. These will be so cute. And here's more tickets. These are several different ones. This says Playland in Michigan. So it looks like two different kinds. It's a tickets for rides. Oh, that's so much fun. And, oh, look at that, surprise. Like I said, it's been several weeks. I can't remember what I ordered. And this is lemonade. I do not have those, so those colors are awesome. More tickets. That is in the yellow. Oh. There we go. And green. Okay, I was trying to read what it says. It says that's a number for service. Can you see without me taking that out? Okay. And then she gave me lots of little freebies here. You know, a lot of the same kind of things. Fun, just fun, just fun. So anyway, I'll link her Instagram account, and y'all check her out. And just, oh, there's also something on there that you can put your, I guess your Instagram account, you know, or email or something. I can't remember. And you put that on there, and she will notify you when her next one is coming. And then when it gets closer to time, like early that morning, she'll say, you know, in so many hours, you know, I'll be putting this out. But like I said, you don't have to be live. It's just, if you want to get, you know, get it for sure, then go ahead and go live, okay? Now I'm going to show you some things I got at the antique stores. Let me kind of push. Okay, uh-oh. Left some tape on there. There we go. All right. This is from an antique mall, and I did find some fabrics, because I'm always looking for fabrics, you know, for the spines. So, and when you order them online, a lot of times, you know, they might just be pieces. That's what a lot of mine are, is just pieces of sheets. The sheets are real small. If you get, you know, sheets from your bed, and they have lots of different sheets, so they cut up little pieces. And then, you know, there's other ones that cut up, you know, probably like a quilter square. And then, but some of them, you know, you can order by the yard. But this I thought was so pretty in the pinks. And then I found this in the blues. Little stain, but, you know, most of it's good. And then she had just a bunch of ribbons in a bag. And I didn't pay very much for this, I think. You know, like $3 something, I think. And it's just bukus of ribbons. And what was so funny is when I opened it up, I didn't even know that was hidden in the middle. And you know I would have bought this no matter what. It's a big old thing of them. But yeah, there's all kinds of ribbons. So cute. Look at little woodland creatures here. Don't you love that? So some things I won't use, but I thought a lot of them I could. So anyway, that was a fun find. And the fabrics, they weren't very much either. They were like, I think maybe $3 or $4. Probably $4. I don't know. I meant to keep that. Here it is. I meant to keep that. Okay, fabric. Okay, and they were all on sale too. So fabric was $5.10, and the other one was $4.25. Okay, and then I got this just little bag, and these are just like, I thought it might be cute little ties. They were probably curtain ties. And bag, okay, these were $6 for these. And these are sewn real nice. Thought that'd be pretty. There's 2 more. And this was just some lace right here. Lace. Some kind of big, thick trim. Ugh, I don't know if I can get that off. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. There. Oh. So I got that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Look at this cute book. I'm into all these little small books, like the Hallmark books, you know, that you would give as a kind of like a Hallmark card. But if you're really close friends, your friend's got the Hallmark book. This was American Greetings here. Aren't they cute? Okay, I got to sneeze. I'm trying not to sneeze. Okay, I think it went away. Okay, the book. Let me see how much I paid for the book. The book was $3. And then I got these little buttons, and these were $4.25. These were so cool. Look, they were all round, except they have one of those little buckles right there. Isn't that neat? I love the pinks, of course. It looks like the mother of pearl. Anyway, I got those. Those will be fun, won't they? Okay, that's all from that one place. Let's see. Okay. Y'all hold on to your britches, because I'm going to show you something real cute, you little cat lovers out there. Look what I got. It's like a sock monkey, but it's a cat. It is a cat, and look at its scarf. It is so cute. Is that not the cutest thing? Come on. I know you think it's cute. Tell me. It's pretty darn cute. Maybe she'll come up with some more. She had some different cats that, they were fine, but when I saw this, I loved it. But she only had one, so I thought, ooh, maybe she'll come out with some different ones. But anyway, every time I go shopping in that area, I will check it out. But anyway, isn't she cute? Oh yeah. Okay, what else did I get in there? Okay, I got some bias tape, and these were all $1, but then they were 20% off. So it's like, yeah, I'll take them. And one of them was Rick Rack. I wish they'd all been Rick Rack, but anyway, pretty nice for 80 cents a piece, huh? And then I got some of this ribbon, and let's see how much you were. Okay, I think it was $3. I think that's what this is. Anyway. And then I got some good postcards. And these were all $2 a piece. I had very few Valentine postcards, so I found these and I was really excited about it. I definitely needed more. Oop. And in my area, $2 is good. I like $1 better, and I do find them for $1 every once in a while, but this was good. Good find for my area. And this one's a Christmas. And that's a Christmas. Okay. Okay, that's all from that place. Okay. Oh, this one's heavy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I forgot about these. You're going to like this, because I'm going to make some journals from this. These are from like the 70s, and I looked them up and they said it was the 70s. Could be early 80s, but most likely 70s. And this is those Mead notebooks, if y'all can remember back in the time, if you're around my age. And this is just the old spiral notebook. And what I'm going to do is, just cut it down to make it to where I can make a journal from it. But this one's a cat. And the rabbit. And it's an owl. I got to get some 70s ephemera and some papers. And then I can do it. Little squirrel with the long eyelashes. And another one. And these were $3 a piece. I don't know if that's good or bad, but for me, I was very happy for anything at the 70s. Like, I do want to do some 70s journals. It's just, I got to collect some things first, and then I'm going to go for it. So y'all just wait and see. And then I found some wrapping paper. So I can get the glare off. Isn't that cute? They got all the little woodsy creatures there and some little fairies. Can you see that? Oh, that's the other. Okay, there we go. And that was $2, which is really fantastic what they want for wrapping paper nowadays. And this was another one. I thought that would go good with the 70s with the colors. Okay, oh, okay, y'all gonna think I'm lazy, I know. But when I make my tassels, it sure takes me a long time to make tassels. It takes me, for a normal one, 3 hours. And then I made a custom the other day, and it took me 6 hours. And anything that can help me, and, where I can have all the coordinating trims together. There's vintage and there's newer, but they were $5 a piece. Y'all probably laughing at me, but I don't know if that's good or bad. I really don't. But for me to save some time, yeah. Because I wouldn't use all these in one. That would probably be two. So I got these. There, so. Yeah, most of those are vintage. So that was pretty neat. I'd like to find some of those ribbons. Okay. Oh, I found a Valentine. That's 99 cents. How about that? And it's to a teacher again. Just love those. Okay. That's for that other. Let's see how much I paid for these. And I used to pay more for postcards, but when I started finding them cheaper, I didn't pay much for them anymore. Let me see. Okay. I try to keep all the little tags, all the receipts so you would know. Okay, let's see. Postcards. Oh, okay, that's what it was. It was a set. This set was $5. That's what it was. And of course, they had me at Cat, But really, that was a fantastic price. $1 a piece. You cannot beat that in this area. Oh, and then I got this cute little Holly Hobby book. I love her. She's cute. And she was $5. Y'all guys remember that? Oh, just so precious. I have a wrapping paper and I have fabric. I don't really have much of anything else, but when I see it, I get it. I think I have one of her little books from the Hallmark store. Okay, next. I didn't find much of this one, but I'd been a couple of weeks earlier. I did get some trim, and this was $5 for all that trim, which I thought was a great color because I really don't have a lot of that. And then I got this for 25 cents, and it was from a drilling company. This is Fort Worth, and it says rig number 22, so it was someone who got a Christmas bonus. So I thought that was really cool that it had the little receipt from them making a deposit of their paycheck and for their Christmas bonus. But I looked it up, and in 1952, which is when this was given out, the Christmas bonus was $110. And for 2026, this would be equivalent to, let's see, what was it? Oh gosh, really, Julie? Do you not remember? It was either $36.50 or $13.50. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. I was going to remember that for y'all guys. I really was. I was concentrating hard. I think it was $1,350. But y'all guys can look it up. I thought that was really cool. But they're from 1952. So I thought someone might want that, especially if they're from Texas. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah. I hit the jackpot on pattern envelopes again. This is the second time I found them for $1 a piece. So I got bunches of these. I'm going to kind of go fast since I'm already at 35 minutes. Y'all probably had your fill of Julie today and are saying, hurry, hurry. Anyway, these were super cute for $1 a piece, and I got a few more. Oh my gosh, when I was looking through that antique mall, there was another booth, and they had ones that weren't even this old, probably from the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, and they were $7.95 a piece. It was like, are you kidding me? I mean, you just never know. Every booth has different prices, but that was a lot. That was a lot. I like the pajamas. Let's see. And I got a cute book for spring. God's World of Colors. And this has like birds, flowers, and butterflies. Yeah, it does have butterflies. So these have great colors, which I thought all my new ephemera would look great with it. And then I found this cute coloring book. And how much? This was okay, $1.50. And I loved these children on here. This is from 1983. So this will look good in one of those other that journal I showed you with the spiral notebook. I think that'll go good. But they're already, they didn't color in this one. It's just already colored on some things. But I thought the children were great. Oh, and this is so neat. This was like those Ideal catalogs that I just recently figured out, what they were, and I found that one, really cute one. So this is from 1955. They had a couple more, but they were in the 60s, so their pictures weren't very pretty. But anyway, it has the same look, so it might be the same company. Oh, I didn't have my glasses on that day, so I do see it says Ideals Publishing Company. So if you know anything about the Ideals magazine, you can see it does look like that. So, like I said, I would have got the other ones, but they were just ho-hum, But I love that. And of course, I love the baby. And those were really cute. So these were just really cute, really cute. So that's why I chose this one. And this was $4. See how nice that is? Really nice. Okay. Oh. Okay, what was this? Oh yeah, I got these couple books that were falling apart. They were just like $1 a piece, and I'm going to use these for making journaling cards or tags or something. So I'm just going to back them up with some paper, and these are really good if you fussy cut them and make them as a little tuck. I got one other one. Unless both of them were in there. What? Oh, there it is. And this is Mother Goose, because I have this Mother Goose journal I want to make, and I've got so many different Mother Goose books. I thought it'd be fun to kind of mix up all the pages and everything, but it wasn't in good condition. But again, I'm going to do something other than use it, as a book or as a journal. I'm going to use it for little journaling cards. So I thought those are really cute. And the cat. Okay, this is, more Valentines, and this was a bunch of them, I think 6, and I think they were $5. Let me see. Okay, Okay, yeah, there were 6 of these for $5, which was good. Real cute. Oh, and these are these little booklets of Wonder Bread. And it has a little grocery list. And there were 2 of them in the package. Thought someone would probably love that one in like a cooking journal that I might make soon. And let me see how much this was. Memo pad. Okay, this is $2 for both of these. Oh, and this was $2 right here too. This was a little notepad. And this, you can tell, is very, very old. Oh, 1927. And they did have a little bit, some addresses in here. And they're all from Texas. And then that's all there is. It's just 2 pages of that. I thought I might slip that into somebody's order. And this is from a rodeo. And this is from Burleson. This is the Dallas area. And I thought that was pretty neat. Let me see if I can get that out for you. Oh, you're going to love this. What gave me the giggles on this one is because, okay, this is Burleson County Fair. And I know it has a year on here. Okay, 1986. Okay, in 1986, they're having tobacco spitting contest. Oh, come on, guys. We're not like that in Texas, so just don't think that's what we're like. With guns, covered wagons, and spitting tobacco, okay? But anyway, that was like, oh my gosh. So, oh, goat hair pulling. I didn't even see that when I was too busy focused on the tobacco spitting. Oh, God. Ugh. I would not have gone to watch that. Can you imagine how disgusting that was? And forgive me if any of y'all women spit tobacco. No, I'm just kidding. I know you don't. Okay. Oh, this was a really good find. I got this whole bag of vintage greeting cards for $5. Five. Can you believe it? I love to look into these things. Look at that. Just so cute. So, anyway. They're all good. But mostly the cat ones, of course. Isn't that cute? But yeah, $5. I really looked at it. You know, when you have that little moment, that aha or that bingo or jackpot, you know, and you're just so excited, that just makes your whole day. You don't have to find anything else. But if you find that one thing, you're just so excited. Okay, this one didn't have I don't think it has the prices, but this was probably only a couple of dollars for that. Let me see if I can get it without that. And I picked it for the reds in case, you know, Valentine's Day next year. And this was just, I already opened this because I had to use one, but they're just coin envelopes and then these cashier report envelopes I'd never seen before. That's why I wanted them. And this package was $2. And there's this fabric. It'd be cute for a boy's journal. And I think this was only $2. I was having a $2 day. And then this was $6. This is a little bit higher than I usually spend, but this is all vintage, and I loved it. What I really bought it for was this. I love this. Okay, there's your one side of it. And your other side. Don't you love those colors? I mean, it's just so awesome. I think she said this was feed sack fabric. Again, like I said, I don't, the girl usually doesn't give me a receipt. She's just, you know, they're just a real small place, so, and I don't need a receipt. Okay, one more place. And let's see what we got in here. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I needed these color bingo cards for spring. I hadn't had this, and they were $1 a piece, so I got 2. There's 2 of them in the pack. So I did that. And I got this cute bird book. And that was $6.99. Too cute. And this one. This looks like the little cat from, I haven't showed you guys this before, have I? I don't think so. This is from that book, that journal I made. It's that same, has to be that same illustrator, Kitty's New Doll. And I found this, you know, it wasn't in great shape, but I thought I'd use the pages for something. That's where she's sucking her thumb. And the mom's asking advice to all of her friends how to have her stop sucking her thumb. And then, of course, one day the cat just stops sucking her thumb for the heck of it, you know. And then I've had this book, but it was a decent price. It was $5. And I thought, well, shoot, I loved it. So I thought I could use it for something. And last thing, Hansel and Gretel. And this one's an old one too. This was 10, this was more, but I just loved it. Just absolutely loved it. This one, 1945. Let me see if it has a, no, it didn't have a letter on it. But it's really old, you know, when they have the black and white and the colored, you know, that they're very, very old. And this one is very thick on here. This book is, so. But oh my gosh, I thought it was so cute. Anyway, so that's what I got. So I thought I might share that with y'all. If y'all, you know, liked any of them, y'all can search online or just search the next time you're at an antique store. So anyway, I feel at peace now that my therapy has worked. What do you think? Okay, guys, that's it. And thanks for watching, taking the time to spend out of your day for me. And I'll talk to you guys later. Many, many blessings to you guys. Bye.